These are all effective methods that you can implement today. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was days I was 5 days a week. No man should be addicted to porn. No man should be beating their meat. Y'all following these Instagram models shaking their ass, bro, and they don't even follow you back. That's lame as fuck. No wonder you can't reach your goals. No wonder you're unhappy with your situation, because the free time that you do have, it make your dick smaller. You regret it immediately after you do it. If niggas just go to bed, they wouldn't beat their meat. The real thing is better than period, bro. You're not gonna be thinking about beating your meat when you have an individual next to you that is craving you and wants to have sex with you, and she giving you that Glock 360 million ultimate deluxe two-hand. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Crowd. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure to follow me on all platforms at I Am Crowd. Today we got a great woman. I'm gonna share with you guys how I quit my porn addiction, man, right? This is a battle that a lot of young men go through, man, and that I went through, and it's not talked about enough, man. Porn can really be a detriment to your success, a detriment to your life, and negatively affect you in so many areas, man. It, makes you less ambitious. It makes you lazy. It reduces hair growth. It reduces testosterone. It reduces strength in the gym. It gives you erectile dysfunction, right? It gives you performance anxiety, right? It's a sin. Right? It's crazy when you really think about it, all of the cons of porn and of beating your meat, but yet we still do it as men, fellas. And this was a battle I was going through for a long, long time, fellas. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was days I was 5 days a week. You feel me? Sometimes 3 or 4 times within one day. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. Right? Like, I was addicted to that shit, man, and it is not healthy, man. So I'm gonna share with you guys the step-by-step process of how I quit that addiction, bro. Right? And no man should be addicted to porn. No man should be beating their meat, bro. Period, bro. It's too many cons, bro. And at the end of the day, that shit is crazy. Imagine you see a fucking dog jacking off. You would look at the dog like, what the fuck, nigga? That's what we be doing. That shit is fucking insane, bro. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it, man. Number 1, cut out or limit social media. One thing you have to understand about porn and jacking off, fellas, is that it's a habit. Just like eating is a habit, so is beating your meat, right? So what you got to understand is there's 4 stages of a habit. There's cue, craving, response, reward. Let me break it down. Cue would be your own Instagram and you see a girl shaking her ass, right? Craving would be, oh shit, now I'm hard, right? Response would be, I'm about to go search my favorite scene on Pornhub, right? And the reward will be you ejaculating, right? So all of that happened, but it all started with that cue. What cued you to even get hard and get horny? A lot of times, fellas, it's social media, right? A lot of y'all following a lot of bullshit. Y'all following these Instagram models shaking their ass, bro, and they don't even follow you back. That's lame as fuck. But that's a conversation for another day, right? But this is something I was doing. Right? I was following all the girls, right? That's not necessarily porn stars, but they was shaking their ass all day on Instagram. And one thing about Instagram, one thing about these companies that you got to understand, fellas, is that they are paid to get you to stay on the app as long as possible. Right? So rather you say something, you like something, you comment on something, ding, 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 their algorithm is say, okay, how can I push this more? How can I push this type of content to this user? Right? So when you following big booty girls and you liking all of that shit, bro, that's triggering you to go beat your meat, Instagram gonna send you more of that shit, bro. Right? So you're putting yourself through a loophole, right? And a lot of times, fellas, that's what be causing y'all to beat your meat, man. So there's 2 things you gotta do. 1, either delete Instagram altogether, bro. I'm a firm believer, man. If you're not running a business on social media, bro, you do not need to be on social media. At all, period. Like, you should be on your purpose. You should be on your grind. All that time you spending scrolling, and then you take that scrolling and add, oh, I get horny and beat my meat. You done wasted about 2 to 3 hours. That 2 to 3 hours could have been put in your purpose. If you hit the gym, if you working a 9 to 5, you don't have a lot of time. Right? So no wonder you can't reach your goals. No wonder you're unhappy with your situation, because the free time that you do have, you beating your meat. Right? And scrolling on Instagram, right? Instead of working on your purpose, right? So my recommendation would be delete the app altogether, right? However, if that's a little bit too harsh for you, or if you use Instagram or TikTok for your business, right? Put app limits, right? So you can go to your settings and then you can go to specific apps. I'll put it on the screen, and you can go to app limits and set specific timers and limits for each app. I recommend no more than 15 minutes, bro. What more do you need to be on there for 15 minutes? If you are a business owner, you need to check your DM, right? Check your notifications. maybe make a post and get the fuck up out of there. There's no reason to be on there, man. Right? And once I started cutting this off and eliminating those cues, it was like, okay, I'm less horny. Okay, I'm less likely to beat my meat, right? And that's the same with anything, fellas, with food. If you got a fucking ice cream in the freezer and you go in the freezer every day, it's gonna be a cue to eat it, right? Or you ever think like when you drive and you just having a normal day and you see a motherfucker eating some Wendy's, you like, oh shit, I think I want some Wendy's, right? It's all about cues. So when you remove those cues, and what porn, one of the main cues is Instagram and TikTok, it's going to cause you to stop beating off. It's going to cause you to stop getting so horny. You dig what I'm saying? So this is the first step, and this is extremely important, man. Either delete the apps altogether, fellas, which is what I recommend, or just put limits on the motherfuckers, man. One last thing you can do, man, if you are a business owner and you find yourself getting on there 15 minutes a day, but you still seeing all of that bullshit, what you can do, man, that I love about Instagram is you can train the algorithm to stop showing you those things. So if they showing you something like that, all you do is hold it, right? Hold the video, like click it on your Explore page or whatever it's at. And then it gives you an option and you can click not interested, right? And once you keep doing that, it'll stop showing you the bullshit, bro. Right? So either delete the app altogether, put the app limit on there, or put the app limit on there and train the algorithm to stop feeding you the bullshit that's triggering you to every 5 minutes, bro. That's the number one thing you got to do. Number two, and this is probably the most important step, and this step is not online. This is straight from Cry, is DAAP, right? Cry, what the fuck is DAAP? DAAP stands for disadvantages of fapping, right? So for my OG subscribers, some of y'all knew, man, I have something called a list of hate and a list of love. And a list of love is everything that I aspire to be within this life and the future avatar I have for myself with the work I'm putting in. And the list of hate is not only everything I was, but all the people that doubted on me, all the heartbreaks, all the jobs, all the people that said I wouldn't be shit, all the people that doubted me, all the situations that have happened that motivated me to be better, all on one page. So I'm reading those every day. And the reason I tell my fellas and the reason that I read those every day is because it's constantly reminding me to stay motivated and constantly keeping me disciplined and constantly reminding me of my why. So if I'm reading that every fucking day, it's hard for me to fall off, right? How can I fall off when X, Y, and Z cheated on me, or X, Y, and Z broke my heart, or X, Y, and Z played me crazy? Right? When I don't do what I'm supposed to do, it makes me feel like I'm letting them win. So I took that same concept when I was addicted into beating my meat, right? So with your list of, with your DAAP list, fellas, you really want to put in here how you feel after you do it, one, and two, all the disadvantages of it, right? So if you want my template, DM me DAAP on Instagram and I'll send it to you. But I'm going to share with y'all a few on my DAAP list when I was addicted, bro. I got it's a sin. It's ruining your future. It make your dick smaller. You regret it immediately after you do it. It causes erectile dysfunction. It causes performance anxiety. It reduces hair growth. It makes you lazy. It reduces testosterone. It makes sex unenjoyable. It lowers energy. It decreases gym performance. No high value man jacks off. You do it when you are stressed and you feel worse and regretful after. All of these things is related to it. When I'm reading these things every day, it's like, God damn, like I got an issue. I got an addiction. I got to stop doing that shit, right? Like when you reading this shit, it sounds insane that you would even want to do something that has all these cons, right? But you have to be reminded of it, man. Like as humans, man, especially in this generation, and it's really due to social media and the rate of speed we move at, we forget so easily. We have a hard memory. So that's why it's so vital to be reading your list of love every day, to be reading your list of hate every day, to be reading your books notes every day, and to be reading your DAAP, your disadvantages of fat every day. You need to remind yourself every day, every con of beating your meat. Every single day, right? I was reading this once in the morning and once right before I go to bed, right? So I was constantly reminding myself of all the disadvantages and the addiction that I had, bro. Like it's so many cons. And when I was reading this every morning, when I was reading this every day, it reminded me like, bro, this shit is like, I got to stop doing this shit, bro. Right? And as I kept reading it, as I limited social media, as I kept reading it, bro, progressively, I got better, bro. And I was able to end my addiction, bro. Right? So I would say out of all the steps I'm going to share today, they all are very important. But I would say this had the biggest impact, bro. Like when you seeing that shit every day, all the cons and everything, like regarding it, bro, you gonna be disgusted with yourself. This is definitely the biggest reason I was able to quit my addiction. Number 3, go to fucking bed, bro. Let's be honest, fellas. The majority of the beat offs, the majority of the let me find my favorite scene, the majority of the where's my lotion, the majority of you doing your fucking the walk to the clothes basket to find a sock to wipe your shit off. It all happens at night, bro. Right? The probability of you beating off is very high at night, bro. It's when we end of the day, bro. You want to beat off to go to sleep, bro. You alone. You might just be horny, period. You might be scrolling on Instagram, see something you like and want to beat your meat. Just go to fucking bed, bro. Right? Like this period, bro. If niggas just go to bed, they wouldn't beat their meat, right? But it's a method to the madness, man. One thing I would recommend, man, a few things, especially one, fellas, around the time I was addicted, man, I wasn't on my purpose, right? So when it would be nighttime, I wasn't tired, right? But when you are this is why I'm not, I believe this is one of the biggest reasons I'm not addicted now. When you a man on your purpose and you working fucking 12 hours a day with your regular job, with your purpose and hitting the gym at nighttime, bro, you're ready to go to fuck the bed. Like you don't even have the energy to be beating your meat, right? So that's another thing. A lot of y'all may be addicted to porn because you're not using your time usefully. You're not really grinding, bro. When you really grinding, fellas, once it's nighttime, bro, I always preach this. Once it's time to go to fucking bed at night, I am exhausted. Like once I'm in the mirror doing my nightly routine, I'm like, God damn. On the days when I'm really winning them days, right? Like it's an uncomfortable feeling. I'll be tired as fuck, but when you really put in the work, that's what comes with it, right? So when you put in the work, fellas, you shouldn't even be up at night, right? So that's one. If you're that tired at night, you're not on your purpose. Two, let's say you work out late or you work late and you just have a hard time falling asleep, period. Get some melatonin, my nigga. I used to work third shift once upon a time, bro. I used to take melatonin to help me fall asleep, bro. Right? I would recommend getting a 5 to 10 milligram. You can get melatonin from Walmart, Target, GNC, bro. It's not like a drug, bro. It's basically like a vitamin that helps you sleep, right? I would recommend taking it 20 to 30 minutes before you go to bed, or right when you get into a shower, or right when you're brushing your teeth. And by the time you get into bed, you're going to be ready to go to sleep, bro. You're not going to be thinking about beating your meat, right? The last thing you can do, and this is something I did as well when I was addicted, put your phone on the other side of the fucking room, bro. You don't need your phone at night. All you need that motherfucker to do is wake you up, right? Your phone don't have to be right by you to wake you up, bro. Right? So put it on the other side of the bed, bro. Put it on the TV stand, bro. Put it somewhere farther in your room. If this is my bed and this is where I sleep, I'm putting my phone on the opposite side of the fucking room. Right? So that way, if I gotta get up and go grab my phone, like that's doing too much, man. Right? What we want to do is we want to increase that friction. We want to add as much friction as possible to make it hard as fuck to beat your meat, bro. Putting your phone on the opposite side of the room is a great way to do that, bro. Like this is a game changer. It sounds stupid, like cry. I'm gonna just get up and grab my phone, but I promise you, if you keep doing it, bro, you can be like, man, this shit crazy. I ain't about to keep getting up to beat my meat. I promise you, especially if you're reading this list. But the end all be all with this, fellas, is just to work so hard during the day that you so fucking tired, bro, that by the time it's time to go to bed, you ready to go to bed. You're not thinking about beating your meat. Number 4, this is obvious, but I don't think that it is. It's date, my nigga. Get you a girl, right? And even if you don't want a girl, get you some hoes, bro. Get you a roster, whatever your case may be, whatever you like, bro. Or just date, bro. Get you a girl that you are sexually active with, right? Like, I don't care what niggas say, bro. The best sex and the best head that I ever had is 20 times better than the nut I busted on Pornhub, right? It's uncomparable, bro. Sex is real. The real thing is better than, period, bro. But a lot of times, man, when I was on my addiction, bro, this was before I made my transformation. This was before I had looks max. This is before I had got in the gym. This is before I had maximized my income. This is before I was confident. This is before I, you feel me, was intellectual, charismatic, all of the qualities that I built myself to. This was before all that, right? So of course I was addicted to porn because I couldn't get no girl. Right? I didn't work on my best self yet. And that's a lot of the problem as well. Fellas, you got to go through a dark time where you lock the fuck in and you work on yourself so much and become something that women want. Right? When you got women, you're not thinking about beating your meat. You got a girl, bro. Right? Like it's so self-explanatory, but it's really a game changer. Like you're not going to be thinking about beating your meat when you have an individual next to you that is craving you and wants to have sex with you, and she giving you that Glock 360 million, ultimate, deluxe, two-hand. Why would you want to beat your meat when you can do that? Why would you want to beat your meat when you can get that? You dig what I'm saying? Getting a girl, bro, having people to date will definitely help in the addiction, bro. I promise you, man. But a lot of y'all don't get girls, and that's another topic for a different day, fellas. But the main thing you can do is stop blaming women. Stop saying, oh, she don't like me because she a hoe. Oh, she got niggas. Oh, these girls only want these type of guys. Like, stop making excuses and hold some fucking accountability, man. Make yourself a catch. Make yourself what women want. What do women want? They want a leader. They want somebody that can provide. They want somebody that look good. They want somebody that other women want, right? Make yourself those things, but it takes a lot of fucking work that a lot of niggas don't do. That's why most niggas rather just beat they meat than talk to a real woman, bro. That's why these niggas be scared to talk to girls, because y'all just used to beating your meat, bro. Right? You gotta work on yourself. You gotta get yourself out there. Stop being afraid of rejection, bro. Girls, one thing you gotta understand about women, bro, these girls be more nervous than you when you approach them and you talk to them, bro. It's no need for you to be nervous. Right? But when I was addicted to porn, I was beating my meat every day. I was scared to talk to girls in person. I was scared of women. I'm like, man, I'm about to just beat my meat. I'm about to just bust it up. Like, you know how lame that shit sound, bro? So put the internal work in, work on yourself, become a catch, and then date. So you don't gotta beat your meat. You can have the real thing, my nigga. All right, I'm gonna give y'all 2 bonuses, man. Bonus number 1 is site blocker, right? This is kind of obvious, man. And I say this as a bonus because I wanted to focus on things that you can't really Google. This is something you can Google, fellas. Just go to your settings and you can put blocks on all the porn apps, right? Whether it's Pornhub, Xvideos, whatever you into, bro. Put blockers on it. That way you can't get you. No matter what, unless you go to your settings and unblock it, which is very excessive. If you're doing that, bro, you need to be focusing on this. But after you focus on this, man, and you put blockers on the website, bro, you're increasing that friction, bro. You're putting so much friction of all the things that allow you to beat your meat and making it harder and harder and harder to beat your meat. Right? So that's a great tool to use. Another tool, man, that's not talked about enough, another bonus is an accountability partner. Right? So this is touchy, and this might not work for everyone because maybe you don't have anybody in your life that you trust, but typically you want to use somebody that is very close to you and that, you know, won't judge you and that, you know, is like a brother to you, bro, or maybe it's a sister, right? And you want to tell that person like, hey, I'm dealing with this addiction, you know what I'm saying? And you feel me? I'm trying to get out of it, you know? So if I do it and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, I'm gonna pay you $1,000 every time I do it, right? And they gonna hold you accountable, bro. They gonna check with you every day, every week, every month, whatever y'all do, whatever y'all set up. And that will eliminate, you know, that will put, again, that will put more friction with you beating your meat. When you got accountability partner, somebody holding you accountable, you like, damn, like, I ain't trying to pay that $1,000. You do what I'm saying? This isn't something that I did, but this is something that definitely can work. But 1 through 5, I've done, bro, and it's worked effectively, bro. Like, as men, bro, we got to be on our shit. We got to be on our purpose. We got to be on our ground. We got to be as sharp and as best we can be. That's another disadvantage. Beating your meat make your brain foggy, bro. Right? Like, I've never been as sharp in no way, shape, or form after I beated my meat. Ever. Outside of that one moment where I'm, nothing, it's literally nothing good that comes out of that, bro. I promise you, bro. It's so many disadvantages, man. But this is how I quit my porn addiction, man. A lot of y'all might be going through the same addiction. Maybe some of y'all went through it and you're relapsing, bro. These are all effective methods that you can implement today to increase that friction and stop you from doing it, man. But this is very important. This isn't talked about enough. And I'm not ashamed to talk about it because I know it's other men that can relate. And I know that this is a journey that a lot of men are battling with, bro. And you're not alone, bro. Most men have been there or are there, bro. But you can get through it, and you have to get through it, bro. So that's the video for today. I love y'all. Peace.